You have to make a decision what you're going to do, if you're always going to rely on grocery stores, or if you're going to take even just a little step, just one plant, one vegetable, and start doing something and raising your own food. I'm telling y'all, it is life-changing. Hey everybody, welcome back to Cattywampus Acres. It's me, Jason. We're happy to have you here. You're part of our Cattywampus crew, welcome back. And if you are new to the channel, hey, thanks for stopping by, and we really hope that you'll consider hitting that subscribe button. And what else? The bell. Hit that bell. We got to do some chores. It's starting to rain, so that's no fun. So let's get in here and do these chores. What I like to do is feed the chickens before I let them out of the coop, because then they're not such maniacs. They're trying to make like a jailbreak or something. So what I wanted to talk about today is that we've had a lot of new people, joining us on our journey lately. And I wanted to talk about your journey. I think that's really why we do what we do. We could just experience our journey ourselves and not really share with anybody, but we're here to help you along your journey. That's our whole purpose. And so where's your journey going to begin? I think a lot of people recently have started following us over the chickens back here, but ultimately you have a journey. It's going to be some kind of journey. It's probably not going to be the same as ours, but where's it going to begin? What are you going to start with? How are you going to start? Is it, where is it going to go? Ours has changed a lot over the years, but I think that's what we really want to get into today. Let me, I don't know if the camera caught that. Jolene just rammed the snot off the phone. Hold on, get out of there. Get out of there. Get out of there. That's where feet goes. Get out of there. Get out of there, man. Get out of there. Get out of there. So years ago, we started our journey with just a few chickens and a couple goats, and we're actually going to see, I will take you down there and see Buford and Bojangles. They're the goats that we started with years ago. But that's how we started our homesteading journey. And I don't even think when a lot of our viewers really want a homestead. I think they just want maybe to grow a few vegetables, or maybe just have a couple chickens, maybe have a pot with a tomato plant on the inside of it on their patio. And I respect that, and that's what we want to encourage you to do. If you can just grow just a little bit of your own food, or raise a couple animals for whatever the purpose may be, I'm telling you, you're going to feel so much better. It's going to be healthier, and it's so much more rewarding than just going to a grocery store and picking something else up from there. Luna is named after something on Harry Potter. I don't know. Lauren knows. I'm not a Harry Potter person. But we also call her Luna the lunatic, because she is an absolute maniac. We have her in here with Ollie and Miyagi right now. We are going to be doing some rearranging, so stick with us. The whole homestead, we're going to be doing some moving around over the next couple months, and we're going to be fencing in the whole back half of the property, and I think there's some exciting things coming. So definitely stay tuned for that. Let's give them some grain so they'll calm down just a little bit. All right. So Luna's got this thing where she goes from each feed container and just tries to pick the best one. See what I'm talking about? Ollie, tell her to be nice, huh? That's Ollie, our mini pig. If you don't know already. He's probably due for some shedding here soon. Probably get rid of some of that coat, huh? Do you know this trick? Warren figured this out years ago, and we use it all the time. Isn't that pretty cool? Just take one hay string, put it underneath this hay string, and saw it, and that's it. We've gotten a slight bit of a reprieve lately from the rain, and I say slight bit because it's only been a few days, but it has been rather damp around here going into the end of winter, beginning of springtime. Yes, rain is good for vegetables and crops and trees and stuff, but too much is not good. Hey everybody. So these two Nigerian dwarfs back here that you just saw, that's Buford and Bojangles. They were our very first goats. They're wethers, which means that they're castrated. They have been phenomenal, which means I guess they're going on, oh geez, I don't know, maybe they're getting close to 8 years old. That's crazy. But they're awesome. This is Quag. Apparently he wanted to say hi. Quag's one of our American La Manchas. He's a buck, and so he is not castrated. But going back to our journey talk, if you live in a small neighborhood or something, maybe chickens is the place you want to start your journey. If you have a little bit more space, maybe getting a couple goats would be more up your alley. And if you have even a little bit more space, and maybe getting all of them is going to work out for you. We raise goats for milk here. These are all dairy goats. And so that's what we do. But you can also raise goats for meat, for their hair. There's a lot of reasons you can raise goats. Look at that stuff. We get this from a local feed mill. This is good stuff for our dairy goats, and then I add some mineral in there as well. Good stuff. Yes. Nope, not you. Just you. Not you, not you, not you. Meet Opal. This is actually Opal's butt and her udder. Opal's face is down there. So maybe if you have a little bit of space, you might be able to add some dairy goats into your self-sufficiency homesteading journey. And goat's milk is awesome. We keep it raw, so it's good for our gut bacteria. We make some amazing cheese with it. And we also make amazing soap with it. And our specific journey has really steered towards more of the soap realm. We do the food for ourselves, but what we found is we started out just sort of offsetting some of the costs of the animals by selling a little bit of soap here and there. But what we found is a lot of people need a really good soap. When we sold a few bars here and there, and then 100 bars, and then a few hundred bars, and more, we started having customers coming back to us and saying, this is the best stuff I've ever used. To me, that was a big motivator. Not for, she makes such a mess. Not for money purposes, although some may think that. But when I have somebody come back to me and say, this is the only soap I can use that doesn't give me acne, my skin feels amazing after this, I love the way I smell after I use your soap. To me, that's a big driver for what we do. And so I'm going to keep making goat milk soap for a long time, whether we have a couple people buying it or thousands of people buying it. If you want to try it, you can check out cattywampusacres.com for our shameless plug of the day. Maybe making soap from goat's milk is something that might be part of your journey. Maybe making cheese and drinking a healthier dairy product would be something that you may want to consider. You can make kefir, you can make yogurt, you can make all kinds of stuff. It's pretty amazing what you can do with goat's milk. And I'm going to give you a couple little... Okay, hold on. Break for a second. No, okay. Hey, come on. Nope, get out of the bin. So a few reasons why you would want to do goat's milk over cow's milk. If you are into dairy. Some people are not into dairy. That's cool. Whatever. We are. Goat's milk is naturally homogenized, which means that homogenization is what keeps the cream and the skim together. So that's something to think about. Goat's milk has, when you look at it on like a molecular or like a microscopic level, and I don't even really know, whatever. When you look at it through scientific devices, the fat globules are smaller than in cow's milk. And so it's a lot easier on the stomach of somebody who may be lactose intolerant. I'm not saying that this is a cure for lactose intolerance. Please don't take me that way. But what I can say is, even back in biblical times, when a mother was dry, they would usually give goat's milk as a replacement. It is super healthy, and depending on the breed, specifically Nigerian dwarfs that are the little tiny gals that we have out there, they can have up to 10% butterfat in their milk, which is phenomenal. Makes really good cream, makes really good ice cream, butter, all that stuff. It's really, really awesome. So our journey has really focused around goats and goat's milk. I have fallen in love with raising goats. I think it is, I don't know, it is something I never thought I would do, but I love it now, and I don't think, until the day I die, I don't think I'll ever be without goats. I love them. Chickens are also awesome. Chickens, if you eat 1 or 2 eggs a week, get yourself a couple chickens. I'm telling y'all. We've had a lot of feedback on our short videos on Instagram and TikTok and everything. A ton of people have responded. Some have been pretty negative. It is what it is. I expect that. And some people are just like, my city won't allow me. My HOA won't allow me. Well, let me tell you something, y'all. Who are they to tell you what you can and can't raise for your own family's food and self-sufficiency? At some point, you got to make a decision. Am I going to always rely on other people to provide my family food? Or am I going to just take a couple steps and do it myself? Am I some kind of revolutionary? I don't think so. But when we grabbed a hold of self-sufficiency, even in the smallest scale, and started doing just a little bit of our own raising of food and animals and stuff, it has been life-changing. The way that the food tastes, the way that the food is good for better for your body, I'm telling you, it's an absolute game changer. Raising your own vegetables, fruit, meat, eggs, y'all, I don't know. You have to make a decision what you're going to do, if you're always going to rely on grocery stores, or if you're going to take even just a little step, just one plant, one vegetable, and start doing something and raising your own food. I'm telling y'all, it is life-changing. Raise something this year. Grow something this year. Try it. Give it a go. Don't just keep giving me comments, oh, I can't do it because my HOA won't let me. Oh, I can't do it because my city won't let me. The grocery store is not always going to be there. They have hours. We saw in the last few years, sometimes they just close. Y'all, get a hold of your situation. Get a hold and start doing your own food. And I will say this, fight back for your own food. Maybe I'll put that on a t-shirt if nobody else steals it before that. All right, all right. Okay, I can't even get in there with your heads in there. All right. Look at these maniacs. Craziest. Absolute craziness. Look at, you see Luna? Staring. She's so jealous right now. Had to move out here to the greenhouse because we got some seeds in. Got a bunch of stuff in. But maybe your journey that you're starting or continuing or whatever is maybe it doesn't involve animals at all. Although we love animals and that's really a big part of our journey, it doesn't have to be. And certainly if you're in smaller property or smaller area, you can raise all of the vegetables you need in a year all on a small piece of property. There's different people that say like 1/10 of an acre and all this stuff. It can be done. And there's very few HOAs that are going to tell you don't grow food on your property or don't grow plants. That's between you and them, and I can't speak for them. But if raising animals is not your thing and that's not part of your journey, get yourself some seeds, y'all. I'm telling you, this is the way to go. Let's see what we got here. Got some tobacco. I've been wanting to do that for a while. I can't really eat tobacco, but I've been wanting to grow one, and I didn't do it last year. I screwed it up. We got some Imperial Star spinach, these time bomb peppers, which I screwed up last year. I fried like a couple trays of seeds last year and screwed them all up, so I'm going to give these another go because I want to try these pickled. Sun sugar tomatoes. These are the best cherry tomatoes that I've ever tasted. They're amazing. Top chop collards. These are awesome. Red snapper tomatoes. We've never grown these, but we love growing just regular old tomatoes here, and then some kohlrabi. If you're with us on our last long video, then you know we planted a bunch of seeds, and I want you all to check this out. we're getting germination on pretty much all of them. It looks like this, the curled kale, we might not get anything because those seeds might have been too old. Really don't care. That was just because I had them. But Blue Ridge kale, it's sprouting. Can y'all see that? Blue Ridge kale, that's sprouts right there. Our Rio Grande, or Rio Grande, however you want to say it. This cabbage is all popping. We got our Candid Charm cauliflower. It's popping. We got our Green Magic broccoli. That's popping. And then if you follow our short videos, this is our experiment with anybody can grow food. And this is our one broccoli plant. We're just starting all by itself. We're going to do this in a pot. And this is going to be a gorgeous head of broccoli to prove to everyone that no matter where you're at, you can grow a vegetable. It is all right. So this is where we're at right now. So let's now that we know we got this good, we're just going to keep this damp like we've been doing. Keep it in the sunlight here in our greenhouse. We don't really have to worry about overheating right now because it's still sort of chilly outside. This seed starting mix we have here is just a mix of coconut coir, and that's what that looks like. Peat and perlite and vermiculite. It's like whatever I could put together. It ain't a really big deal. Okay, we're gonna do our collards in here, kohlrabi in here, and we're gonna do our spinach in here. If this is what you want your journey to be, is growing vegetables, then I would recommend, keeping it simple. If you know what you like already, that's good. If you don't know what you like, you may want to try a couple varieties of something. But like in our first years of growing, I swear we started like, oh my gosh, we had like 3 different kinds of spinach. We had, oh God, 12 different kinds of tomatoes. Listen, find out what you like or try something and just do a variety at a time. Don't try and go crazy. It's just going to overcomplicate things. Don't make it hard on yourself. Make it easy. If you're going to be growing food and raising food, let's make it easy for ourselves. So the whole purpose of today's video is to help you determine what your journey is going to consist of. Maybe you've watched this whole video and you say this is all too hard and I don't want to grow anything. I don't want to raise anything. That sucks, but it's understandable, and that is your choice. You do not have to. But if I've learned anything over the last few years, our food system, the whole setup is pretty fragile. And my family, I want to take care of my family, and I want them to eat and be healthy. And so I want to do my best to raise my own food. And I'm telling you, when you're able to go in your backyard or in your freezer from stuff from the previous year and take all that up, cook it up, prepare it, and put it on a plate in front of your family for dinner, and knowing that that all came from your hard work, it's invaluable. It is the best feeling ever. We're gonna go ahead and put a heat mat and turn it on underneath our tomatoes and peppers and tobacco to sort of help them along. These are just generic heat mats. They're nothing professional or anything. And just give them a little boost. It does get plenty warm in here. If you couldn't tell, I've shed my hoodie and everything else. I'm getting a pretty good sweat going on. For our spring starts, I think we are set for now. That's pretty exciting. We tend to sort of get into a panic at this time of year, like, oh my gosh, did we start everything we should have started? And I think we're doing okay. I think we're doing all right. Well, we have a bunch of other stuff I got to get done today, and I got to get this video ready to send out to you guys. Thank you so much again for joining us here at Cattywampus Acres. And remember, the whole purpose of today was just to show you and remind you that no matter what your journey is, what it looks like right now, we are here to help you along that journey. Are we experts? Maybe at some stuff. But we're going to grow together. We're going to learn together. If you've never grown food before, if this is your first time, let this be your successful year. We're here to encourage you. Don't let trolls on the internet ever get you down and make you think that you shouldn't do it, or you can't do it, or you have to rely on the government or the rules of somebody to provide food for you and your family. It's not true. You can do it. I promise you. Remember what we always say here, that when you homestead, you're home fed. Follow us on all the platforms, Instagram, Facebook, TikTok, right here at YouTube. We love y'all. Check out cattywampusacres.com. We'll see you guys next time.